Hey guys, it's Hot Cocoa coming back with another banger. On this video, I'm talking about love and marriage Huntsville. Before we get into that, please guys, show me some love and subscribe to my channel. And don't be afraid to leave comments down below. I'm interested in knowing how you feel about the subject at hand. If you agree with me or if you disagree with me, that's okay. Let's talk about it. Hot Cocoa is here for you. So be here for Hot Cocoa. Now let's get into this video. Okay, we start the show off with my favorite couple, the Scotts. That's Kimmy and Maurice Scott. They are my favorite couple because they seem so centered. They seem real, and their relationship seems like it works because of communication, sacrifice, and love. They're not putting on a front. They're not faking it. They are just who they are. They seem to be very genuine, and I like that. So Maurice is coming home from taking his bar exam, and Kimmy is making a feast for him, his favorite meal. The two boys, which is Jalen and Munster. Jalen is Kimmy's son, and Munster is Maurice's son. The family seem like they all just get along. Maybe it's for TV, maybe it's not, but I like it, and I like to see that. Once Maurice gets into the house, he begins to explain his journey of taking the bar exam and how tired he was. Kimmy was there and she supported him throughout this whole journey, and he was very appreciative. They sat down as a family and had dinner, and they talked about Munster's birthday. Maurice then said he was going to pay Kimmy back for her compromises and sacrifices. Kimmy was like, that's what I'm supposed to do. That's the perfect answer. I love me some Kimmy. She seems like the only reality star right now that makes sense. Then we shoot over to Melody doing her play. They're doing a photo shoot and a rehearsal without the script. She is messing up horribly. Acting is pretty difficult, and learning lines is a hard task. So I won't beat Melody up too much about that, especially if that's not what she does all the time. A little something about Hot Cocoa. I love plays. I go to Broadway whenever I get the chance to. My dream has always to be involved in a play, whether it was on stage or behind the scenes. I just love it. So I don't blame her for jumping on this opportunity to doing this play. The rehearsal didn't go as well as she planned, but that's what rehearsal is for. Practice make perfect. So now we with the other Scott, Tisha and Marceau. I don't particularly like their relationship because their conversations are going in circles. They both sometimes make excellent points, but neither one of them wants to listen. Both of them wants to be right. And that's the problem. Marceau married Letitia as a housewife. I think she was okay with it until the show started. And now she wanted to be more. And that's okay. That's fine. It's just the way she does things. She goes 100% into something new when she's not dealing with the things she had before. I think she should have crawled into her new life instead of jogging full force. And here come them hosts in their usual spicy fashion, having a conversation about Maurice's surprise party for passing the bar. And then the topic of Maurice and Kimmy having a conversation privately came up. And here go Melanie, about to lose another friend because she can't control her mouth. Kimmy don't want Martell. Just a side chick want Martell. Heck, half the time you don't want Martell. So stop saying things like that. Kimmy's the homie, so you can't talk about her like that, Melody. I will let you talk about Letitia because she's fake, but Kimmy is the homie. Don't talk about her like that. The homie Kimmy has thrown Maurice an incredible party. It was a surprise party. It was beautiful. He was very surprised it worked. Now, the Holtz and the Scotts get into some business talk. For some reason, Marceau mentioned that the Holtz wanted to come into commercial real estate or commercial construction, and he will assist them or help them in any way possible. But the Holtz didn't even put a bid in for that. And I believe Destiny didn't even go to the Holtz for that. But like she said, if you don't want to do it or the budget is too low, then say no. It's business. So, of course, production, Melanie walks over, hear this, and become the clown she is. She started becoming shady, and then Letitia come over and become equally shady. Like Marceau says in the private confessional, you do not have to stoop to other people's level. You just want to. You don't have to. So stop it. The show ends with Marceau coming home to a home with no food prepared for him around 5 o'clock. Note to mothers with sons. Teach your sons how to do basic things so they won't have to depend on a woman. This is not 1950. Teach them how to cook at least spaghetti or to make a sandwich. So if they're hungry and their wife is busy, they can make them something to eat and not starve to death. Sometimes Marceau do too much, way too much. Now she's packing to go to Birmingham for this event, and she says it like that. Event. Come to find out the event has been canceled. He low-key gets happy about it because now she gets to stay home. But she says, no, I'm going to Birmingham anyway to visit my family. She said, I'm thinking you're not coming with me. The thing about Letitia and Marceau is that I think Marceau is more real than she is. When he brings up the past relationship between him and her family, she acts surprised. Not my family. What are you talking about? And when she does that, it makes him mad immediately. This is not the first time Letitia has done this. She's real fake and she's real fraud. I would love to support her against Melanie because I don't like Melanie either. But Letitia is fake. And I think that's what pushes Melanie's buttons. Ever since the camera came on, I think she became a different person. Now, I haven't met her before the cameras. The way people respond to Letitia shows that she acts clueless on past events, but Marceau always bring up something and she goes, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? So now that he says different sides of the track, I think she felt embarrassed that he said that on camera more than anything. Because she must thought that the viewers thought she was raised in a mansion. So even when he said, who's to say I wasn't on the bad side and you was on the right side, confesses that she lived in the projects and her family was a certain way. I think the tears was embarrassment because it was on camera. And I think that he took offense to her reaction because she knows him, even when the cameras are off, that was not his intention. He was just simply stating the fact that they grew up differently. Nothing is wrong with that. It's a fact if you grew up differently. Now, if he lived across the street in the other projects, then I could see her having an issue. But I believe that she had an issue with him saying that on camera. And that's how the show ends this week. Come back again next week for our review on Love and Marriage Huntsville. And you know me, I'll be back anyway because I like watching television. Don't do that. Don't you dare judge me because I'm not judging you. Peace out, son.